Football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Cannon. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. back to throw. Cannon. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Cannon. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. And the tight end goes in motion left. Off the play fake. Cannon. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Penny, the first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Penny. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The handoff, running left is Penny. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Inside handoff, Penny. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Penny. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lock's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Drew Lock scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On the double.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Cannon finding Miller once more, complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw again. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And
down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready. Yellow.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. Yellow.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Drill 3. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Cannon. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready up. Eagle blue. Blaster, 6. On red.
Looking to throw. Cannon. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Penny up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Locke to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succabon for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Funches with a catch over the middle. Touchdown, Seahawks. Devin Funches, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on first down. Cannon. And Boyd has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first and 10, Cannon to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Cannon. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on second down. Cannon. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout from the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A handoff to Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Stop for the loss by Devin White.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Locke gonna throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run gonna wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Running left, it's Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Shoves him aside. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Rashad Penny, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, it's Locke. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw on second down. Cannon. He completes it to Evans. 7 yards there and a first down.
Okay, ready?
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Cannon.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Green back.
To throw on third down. Cannon going up top for Miller.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Locke. And he finds Penny.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun, Locke. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Fournette running out of the gun. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a throw here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it can get going.
And he'll get at about 3, just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
Let's go now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Cannon. This will be caught at about the 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Ready.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White. A 5-yard touchdown run. Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Locke working out of the gun. This complete to Lockett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down, here's Penny. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Again, it's Penny. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to perhaps salt this one away. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Right 2. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Cannon. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.